Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another long episode of the Daily English Podcast. I'm your host, Alex.
And I am Olivia. Hello, everyone. We are so happy to have you here with us today.
Before we start our conversation, we have a small favor to ask. If you enjoy these longer videos, please support the channel.
Yes, please hit the like button right now. It really helps us. And if you are new here, don't forget to subscribe to Daily English.
Thank you so much. Your support helps us make more free lessons for you. Now, Olivia, let's get started.
Let's do it. We love these long episodes because we can really dive deep into a topic.
Exactly. So, Olivia, let's start with our usual question. But today, I want a real answer, not just, I'm fine. So, how are you feeling today?
Well, honestly, Alex, I am feeling a little bit slow today.
Slow? Do you mean you are physically tired or just low energy?
A bit of both, actually. You know when you have a very busy week and on Friday your body just says, stop? I think I'm feeling a bit drained.
I understand. Drained, that is a great word for our listeners. Can you explain what drained feels like?
Sure. Imagine a battery, like the battery in your phone. When it's at 100%, it's full, but when it goes down to 0%, it's drained, it's empty. I feel like my battery is empty.
Oh, I am sorry to hear that, Olivia. But honestly, I feel the same way.
Really? You look awake, but tell me, how are you feeling exactly?
Well, I had a lot of work this month. I have been working late nights, so I'm not just tired. I think I'm feeling burnt out.
Ah, burnt out. That is a very strong phrase. It's different from just being sleepy, right?
Yes, exactly. Being sleepy means you need a nap. Being burnt out means you've been working too hard for too long. You feel stress and exhaustion together.
Exhaustion. That means very, very tired. You know, Alex, I think this is actually a perfect topic for today.
I agree. We usually talk about happy things or travel, but today we should talk about something real, something everyone feels sometimes.
Yes, so today's topic is talking about burnout and tiredness. We will learn words to describe how tired we are and how to talk about stress in English.
It's okay not to be okay sometimes, and it's very useful to know how to explain these feelings to your friends or coworkers.
So, get comfortable. Maybe make a cup of tea if you're tired like me.
Good idea. Let's relax, take a deep breath, and start our conversation. Are you ready, Olivia?
I am ready, Alex. Let's do this.
All right, let's move to our second part. We need to talk about the difference between just being sleepy and being exhausted.
That is a good point. They are not the same thing.
Olivia, can you tell me a story about a time you were just sleepy? Not burnt out, just sleepy.
Let me think. Well, last Sunday was a good example. It was a rainy day.
Rainy days always make me sleepy.
Exactly. So I was sitting on my sofa, reading a book. It was very quiet. I wasn't stressed. I wasn't sick. I was just comfortable.
I can imagine that. So what happened?
My eyelids started to feel heavy. You know that feeling when your eyes just want to close?
Yes, heavy eyelids. That is a classic sign of being sleepy.
Right. I started yawning a lot. Yawning is when you open your mouth wide to take in air because you are tired.
Yawning. That is a key vocabulary word. Yawning. We yawn when we are bored or sleepy.
So I just put my book down, closed my eyes, and took a nap. A short sleep. When I woke up, I felt fine. That is being sleepy. It is easily fixed with a nap.
I see. So sleepy is a temporary feeling. You sleep, and then you're okay.
Exactly. Now, Alex, tell me about a time you were exhausted or worn out.
Oh, that's different. Let me tell you about last month. I helped my friend move to a new house.
Oh no. Moving houses is very hard work.
It was terrible. We had to lift heavy boxes, move furniture up the stairs, and clean the old apartment. We worked for 10 hours without a break.
10 hours? Wow. How did you feel after that?
I was exhausted. I was worn out. It means I had zero energy left. My muscles hurt. Even my brain felt tired.
So, if you took a 20-minute nap, would you feel better?
No, absolutely not. A nap was not enough. I needed to sleep for 12 hours to recover.
That's the difference, listeners. Sleepy means you need a nap. Exhausted or worn out means you worked very hard physically or mentally, and you need a long recovery.
Exactly. Worn out is another great phrase. Think of an old pair of shoes that you use every day. They get worn out. Humans get worn out too. Now, let's talk about the body. When we talk about burnout and tiredness, we feel it in our bodies, right?
Oh, definitely. It is not just in your mind.
What is the first thing you feel physically when you are burning out?
For me, it is definitely brain fog.
Brain fog, that's an interesting term. Can you describe it for our listeners?
Sure. Imagine driving your car in thick fog. You cannot see clearly. Brain fog is when you cannot think clearly. You forget simple words, you forget where you put your keys.
Oh, I hate that feeling. You feel confused and slow.
Yes, confused and slow. Brain fog. What about you, Alex? What are your physical symptoms?
For me, it's tension, especially in my shoulders and neck.
Ah, muscle tension. Like your muscles are tight?
Yes, when I'm stressed and tired, my shoulders go up. They feel hard as rocks. I get a stiff neck.
Stiff neck. That means it hurts to turn your head. S-T-I-F-F. Stiff.
And often that leads to a headache, a pounding headache right here in the front of my head.
That sounds painful. Listeners, if you have a stiff neck and a headache, your body is telling you to stop.
Seriously. Also, another symptom of burnout is insomnia.
Surprised? Insomnia? But you were tired. Shouldn't you sleep easily?
You would think so, but burnout is weird. You're physically exhausted, but mentally wide awake. You lie in bed, but your brain won't stop thinking.
Ah, that is the worst. Being too tired to sleep. That's called insomnia.
Okay, we have talked about stories and body feelings. Now, let's look at some grammar and complex emotions.
I love this part. How do we describe these feelings correctly?
We often use two structures, I am plus an adjective and I feel plus an adjective.
Are they the same? I am tired and I feel tired?
Usually yes, but there's a small difference in nuance. I am tired describes your state. It is a fact.
Like saying, I am tall or I am American. It is a fact about me right now.
Right. But I feel focuses more on your internal experience. For example, I feel overwhelmed.
Ooh, overwhelmed. That's a big word. Can we explain that?
Overwhelmed is when you have too much to do and you don't know where to start. You feel like you are drowning in work.
Good image. Drowning in work. So you can say, I am overwhelmed, but I feel overwhelmed sounds more personal?
Yes, it emphasizes the emotion. Another one is, I feel unmotivated.
Unmotivated. That means you have no desire to work. You just want to sit and do nothing.
Exactly. When you're burnt out, you often feel unmotivated. You don't care about your job anymore.
Alex, is there a difference between stress and burnout?
That's a great question. Yes, there is. Stress is usually about too much work, too much pressure.
Okay, and burnout?
Burnout is about not enough energy, not enough caring. You feel empty.
So, I see. So, stress is like running very fast. Burnout is when you collapse and cannot run anymore.
That is a perfect metaphor, Olivia.
Great job, everyone. Repeating these words helps you remember them.
We hope this episode helps you understand your feelings better. If you are feeling burnt out, please take a break. It is important to recharge.
Yes, listen to your body. Now for our question of the day.
We want to know, what do you do to recharge when you are feeling burnt out?
Do you sleep? Do you go for a walk? Do you listen to music? Let us know in the comments below. We love reading your answers.
And if you found this video useful, please share it with a friend who's learning English. It really helps the channel grow.
Also, make sure you have subscribed and turned on the notification bell so you never miss a lesson.
Thank you for listening to Daily English. Take care of yourselves and see you next time.
Bye, everyone!